Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra tutorials channel. I'm your host Larry, and today I'm going to show you how you can stack your farm plots or your little plantation plots inside of Palworld 1.0. So what we're going to need is some wood foundations that we're building on, and then we're going to need a couple of wooden walls that we can align things to using the left control alignment mode in the build menu. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a shelf, or at least a series of shelves, using benches in the shape of a long T. So the first shelf I place up against the wall, sort of horizontally against the wall, and then jutting out from that, I place two more benches in the shape of the T. And the whole time I'm using the left control alignment mode to keep things aligned as best as I can. And the whole idea here is, because we have around 7 different farm plots that we need to place in a stack, we need to place 6 of these sets of benches to create 6 sort of shelves that we can place everything on. Now once you get to shelf number 3 or 4, things start to get a little wonky. So don't be afraid to hop up on top of the little benches and then manually align them if you have to. Although the reason why I placed the second wall, which is much higher than I needed, is because sometimes things align better when you align them to the higher wall, even though they should be aligned to the lower wall. The building in this, especially the grid alignment in Palworld, is still kind of messed up in 1.0. So you just kind of have to eyeball it and do the best you can. A couple of times I had to do the long segment by simply manually aligning things rather than doing the left axis alignment mode with the left click. But you get the idea, and I think you can probably manage to get all the way to the top so that you can start building out your farm plots. So once you get all those set up, then we have to start aligning things, and the easiest way is to align them just to the top of either the bottom wall or the very bottom of the top wall. Once you do this, the pals should start to build out the farming plot, so don't worry about it if it looks a little wonky, and you don't actually have to worry about which direction that you build everything in. If it's facing in, or if it's facing out, or if it's facing towards the door, it doesn't really matter. As long as the pals can physically walk up to it, they can start watering it. And the pals weirdly don't need to actually be the right height either. You don't need a super tall pal. The more, dwarf sized pals can handle the high up farming plots just fine. So after the farm is built, you're going to want to go ahead and delete the first set of benches out from underneath of it, starting from the top and working our way down. And I built a little stairs along the side here because I discovered that much like the benches align better when you point your cursor at the top wall, you get the same effect when you point the alignment for the farms on the top wall as well. Again, I don't know why, it just likes to do that. So I just kind of rolled with it as best as I could. And I just continue this process until we get down to the very bottom level, where we have to kind of crouch and it gets a little hinky. So once you get down to the last 2 or 3 levels for the farm plots, that's when things start to get a little bit hiccupy. And that's because you start having trouble actually seeing the points of interest on the wall, or at least the spots on the wall that you want to use the left control alignment tool in order to get things to match up. So what you end up having to do is a couple of things. A, don't be afraid to crouch down when you can. Don't forget to use your alignment tool, because I did a couple of times and misaligned things. And the last thing is, the reason why I built on top of these platforms, even though they're only very minusculely raised above the ground, is because then I can step down onto the bare earth, and it gives me a very slight perspective inside of the little stack on the bottom so that I can actually reach in and click on things. So the funny thing that's going to happen when you get down to the very bottom is the final farm plot, the berry plot. And it doesn't matter which one's on the bottom. You could put the berries in the middle or on the top. This order is just because it's in the order that they appear in the menu, and that's it. But the final farming plot that goes on the very, very bottom is what's going to require you to crouch down underneath of the little foundation here. First, delete the last remaining set of benches, and then the last plot's going to sort of clip below the ground floor level. It's going to literally clip into the foundations that you're building it on, and it's going to look a little weird, but again, all of this stuff will continue to function just fine, so just kind of roll with it, and then after that, you're done. There's really nothing to it. You just got to put a bunch of benches and then use them as the foundation to place each set of grow beds. And then after that, delete the benches and then do it again until you've run out of benches and you're just building it straight on the floor up against that wall. Now you can just kind of eyeball this. You don't actually need those walls. You could just put up benches in the middle of nowhere. The trouble with that is that if you want them to be neat and tidy so it's easier to place machines around the edges, then you actually have to use a wall to make sure everything's pretty and aligned. That's the only reason why we did this. We want to make sure that we can maximize the space that we have in our first primary base that's sort of near spawn, so that we don't have to move too much stuff around as we explore the map and add a few more buildings for mining purposes. So I hope you found this helpful. This has just been a brief look at how you can stack, or at least build your farms in one big stack or in like one big block. I've been your host, Larry. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.